no housing. We have no time to second guess ourselves. The buoy's going in, then we're jumping in after it. Okay, now it's our turn. I'm taking a beating out here, and it doesn't seem like we've captured a new shot since we've been in the water. Okay. So if this is your first time joining us, I'm working on recycling these old FAD buoys and turning them into usable buoys for doing marine monitoring and like coral conservation. We've done a lot of testing up until now. We spent a lot of time taking buoys apart and like figuring out their circuits and repurposing them for our project. We did one deployment using the buoy as a mobile hydrophone, which worked without a hitch. And today we're doing the same thing, only with a video camera. The twist though on today is it's our last day in Seychelles. So we're really kind of do or die right now. Obviously there'll be more time to test later. We're heading back to California. But yeah, the name of the game today, we had some sealing problems last week. So I did a much better job cleaning off all the seals and greasing up all the seals. So hopefully we don't flood the buoy. Okay, it's not the calmest I've ever seen it. We won't be in a swimming pool, but it's not unmanageable. The tide is low. It is spring tide, low tide. So this is about as low as it gets, as you can see by this exposed algae. But yeah, our plan is to set up here and maybe try to get the buoy out by that rock over there. All right, you know what? Let's just start putting a big ol' gob of grease right here. Maybe long term, it's not a good solution, but let's just get a win today. Jeez, I just had one of these connections fall out and I didn't bring my micro screwdriver, so I had to put that together with my pliers. And then, anyway, just not where you want to be having these kind of problems. All right, I powered on the Pi, so let's see if we're getting any video footage. And this snapshot should be from the camera if we're in business. Hey, and that's us. You won't believe how long that takes. 20 bolts, but I think we got a really good seal. Actually, if you look around, you can see the O-ring, the massive gasket making contact everywhere. I think we did a much better job this time. Hopefully it's gonna hold. Yeah, my phone overheated out here, so I can't check the video stream. Hopefully I can when I'm in the water, but yeah, we gotta get moving. We just have to believe in ourselves right now. Okay, now it's our turn. The Raspberry Pi is connected. We out here. Oh no, I've not done a snapshot since the surface. So I've just found out that the buoy might not be recording, and I'm just doing a deep breath to focus. It's quite a lot to manage my own dive, manage my dive equipment, manage the buoy, manage the video equipment for filming the buoy, and then finding out that it's not recording and like SSHing in and filming and diving while doing this all. So it's just been a point of clarity, but I actually was able to check System D, restart the service, restart the buoy. That was the best I could come up with. I'm taking a beating out here, and it doesn't seem like we've captured a new shot since we've been in the water. Yeah, it's a huge pain in the butt. At least we can SSH in from the phone and see what's going on, but like, my Linux skills are pretty low out here. I mean, it's just a lot to manage. We're gonna restart it. That's about all I can do. Hopefully we get an image coming through. Otherwise, we just gotta call it. Okay, so just like last time, I got in the car again, and it seems like the buoy is still working. The snapshots started appearing again, so I've found a much calmer beach, and we're gonna just try it out here right now. I have no time. I have 1 hour, but let's get this. This spot is looking a lot easier. So we actually were able to set up the buoy at the new site. This was much closer to the shore than both of our other attempts with the hydrophone and earlier on this day. But here you can see about an hour's worth of underwater footage we captured with the buoy itself. There is other footage, like when I was swimming it out and when I was in my car. So it was in fact capturing all day, but that footage is pretty uneventful. So here we can actually see the underwater life. It worked in spite of all my best efforts to do everything wrong. I left my rash guard at home and got a nasty sunburn. I didn't bring the clip for the mooring, so I had to moor with a knot I tied underwater. And then when I was doing my rock exit, I was wearing my phone bag around my neck, and when I crawled out onto the rock, I broke the bag and then later flooded my phone. Okay, and here I am just taking my last dive to show you guys what the tripod looks like underwater. And this is the other shot of the camera actually recording me come down to check it out. I'm using a little drop weight just because I had to wait for the mooring. Don't try that at home. And here we can see the actual tripod. When I actually started filming, I could see that there was a lot of fog inside the casing, which does happen in GoPro housings. But it really indicates moisture in the housing, which you really shouldn't have. They make a lot of products for fixing it, but just something I need to pay attention to with the seal long term. We're about 8 meters deep here, so I'm very happy with how the cable held up. Oh my gosh, I'm pooped. But it's still on. Let's open it up and see if we had a leak. I think this is a pretty good test. Oh, yes. Okay, this is actually a great sign. It's hard to open, as it should be. Nice greasy lid. Okay, here we go. That is incredible. It's hard to see, but that is so much drier than our first test. That's actually just dry. There's no water in here. I'm gonna say it. I'm going out on a limb, no water at the bottom. Beauty. Totally dry down there. Battery pack, totally dry. Oh, this is a huge win. You know, after the hydrophone test where everything was like totally soaked, you know, I mean, I put a hard drive in here, I put a Raspberry Pi in here, like the value of the hardware went up, and just to have, this is like our first successful seal. I can't wait to take the video data, hopefully all the software worked. And most excitingly, our post-processing methods seem to be working. Here we can see we just have an empty reef, and when the box fish comes through, we actually pick it up. Likewise for these little surgeonfish and the subsequent trevally. I did a lot of work on this post-processing using OpenCV, and in the next video, we're gonna go into a lot of detail about how to do that kind of computer vision work. If you like this project and you wanna support my work, the absolute best way you can do that is to head over to hackaday.io, sign up, and follow the project. The Hackaday prize is on, and I really wanna go all the way with this one. So that would be a huge help. I also just launched my own personal website, which will have more short-term blogging content, and will just serve as an easy outlet for me to share what's happening on a day-to-day basis. So this could be more technical project information, longer planning, and in some case like marine encounters that really like don't require their own YouTube video or don't fit into the Hackaday format. For example, we had a octopus grab our hydrophone and camera, but it's not like part of the whole buoy project. So I'm not really trying to like share just like zany adventures here. This is supposed to be a lot of technical information, but over there you should find more of that. And I'm also just starting an email subscribers list and Discord server. If this kind of content is for you and you're interested in the ocean, you're interested in robotics, and you're interested in Linux, you know, it's a pretty niche community. I want to get these projects out the door, so I think we should be in direct contact. And of course, it doesn't hurt to subscribe here on YouTube either.